burn. Oh my God. Don't tell lady. Or my mum.
Come the ruckus, the motherfucking ruckus. Thousands of cutthroats and crumb snatching fuckers. Straight from the grain, I'll be giving you the pain. Anger coming from the 36 chamber. Bang, to cow, hitting with the Buddha fist style. Shotgun slamming in your chest piece, blow.
Short back and sides, can you do it? I've had every haircut under the sun. I have no problems chopping, dyeing, shaving, anything, like at all. I mean, I had purple hair at uni, green hair, blonde hair, bleached hair, shaved head, long hair. I've done it all. I was on the rugby team. It's standard. Half the rugby team had blue or green hair at one point. Newcastle University. Oh. Hello there, neighbour.
Hi, neighbour.
Well, hi, neighbour. Howdy diddly. Howdy diddly diddly. Stop text messaging me, people. I'm trying to do a Q&A. Do I miss the beard? No, not anymore. I did for the first week, not anymore. What's the best for a shoulder that keeps popping out on incline dumbbell press and shoulder press? I hope you don't mean dislocate, because that's not good. So yeah, I think you mean keeps like dislodging itself. You need to practice on engaging your scapula and keeping your chest up, lower back arched, and keeping your feet planted. If you're doing all that, you should be able to pin your shoulders relatively easy. If your shoulders are coming unpinned, it's because you're releasing something along that chain, and that's allowing it. If you want to practice scapular retraction, go on the lat pull down, hold it at full extension, and literally just practice pulling your scapula in, holding, and then releasing, and just practice that, and that'll help you start to create that motor muscle pathway for engaging the scapula. You can also just do it hanging off like a monkey bar or whatever, pulling yourself up without bending your elbows, just retracting the scapula. But that's all it is. And maybe lighten the weight. If that's happening on a heavier weight, it's probably because it's overloading you, like your stabilizers.
We're gonna have to down tools when my Sunday gets here, by the way.
Oh yeah, we've spent so long looking through these now that Gus has ordered a do-it-yourself Sunday. Why can't I grow a chest?
I'll ask that one.
Why can't you grow a chest? Okay, one of the main things, I mean, it's not a bad question, it's just freaking huge. But okay, let's just cover the main thing. So most people come up to me and they'll go, how do you get this bit of your chest? How do you get that bit of your chest? Okay, the main thing with chest is time. Muscle mass, everything is time. I see a Sunday coming. Oh my God. Not that big.
It's not. Rubbish.
Right.
That is not that big.
Don't argue, that is at least a 750 mil vase for flowers. Okay, why can't you grow a chest? We got sidetracked by a Sunday. Most chest gains are mass over time. So again, it's just, obviously it's quite a large area. It's like quads, same thing. Just a lot of good technique over time, making sure that your bench press is right, your mind to muscle is correct, like we're talking about engaging scapula, not letting shoulders move, not dipping the chest when you're lifting, making sure that you are working the chest all the time. Because it's a compound area, a lot of people do let the weight cross over onto other parts of the body because they want to lift more weight rather than accept the fact that they just need to improve their technique. You know, weight will come with time, but let it come with technique. Don't just push for weight. Just because you're lifting more weight doesn't mean you're going to grow, because if you're shifting it and not lifting it, you're not hitting the areas you think you are anyway. Lifting from point A to point B, it's the bit in the middle that matters, and this is the bit that people seem to ignore. They just think start here, finish here, that'll do the job. It doesn't work like that. Work on your mind to muscle connection, make sure that your body's balanced. If you've got a spotter, make sure they're watching you so that there's nothing moving. Especially on chest, make sure you've not got happy feet, which is where you're not planting your feet and they're able to move around. If you're able to move your feet when you're pressing, you're not pressing correctly, okay? So they're the big things, and then don't start focusing on very minor parts like this bit of my chest or that bit of my chest. Just do the basic shit and do it well, and it will grow. Right. God, I'm so good at lightning rounds. We're gonna do a Ross style Friends lightning round as soon as like the gerbils bring back the megabytes that they've been munching. Right. Jesus, there's over 300 comments now. Lightning rounds. What's your opinion on macro bulking? Waste of time. Are you going to start deadlifting? Did it today. How often and when would you recommend doing cardio to lose weight? Doesn't matter when you do it, just get it done. Diet's more important. Have you ever tried CrossFit? If not, would you ever try it? No, it's stupid. It is. It's fight training done really badly, and it's a really high risk of injury. I have a friend who's a freak at fitness. He went to CrossFit for a month and broke his leg. Fact. Would you encourage the goal of being in the fitness industry? How hard is it to actually get noticed and make something out of it? Yes, I encourage you to chase anything that you have a passion about, and it takes a long time, and it also takes a little bit of luck, but if you put yourself out there, your chances increase significantly. When and will you grow out the Viking beard? I don't know. Are you still doing bodybuilding? I think I stopped specifically bodybuilding a while ago. I am just lifting weights, I'm doing fitness stuff. How do you do home workout? Lots of question marks. Body weight, calisthenics, kettlebell, punch bag, get a little bit of equipment, bands, resistance bands. What kind of music do you listen to when you need to get in the zone? Rock music. Metal, I think they call it metal, yeah. Have you noticed any muscle loss or muscle increase since you've changed training? No. What is a good way to put on size for someone who has a high metabolism who struggles to put on size? Eat a lot of calories from simple foods around your workout times to bulk up calories, and obviously you can introduce, that's where supplements come into use as well, because you can get high calories in small volume. I've been told doing one body part per training session, right, well I know exactly where it's going. No, don't do one part per training session. You can do up to like 3, make sure you train everything twice a week. How do you get your peak on your arms, mainly the short head of the bicep, do some of the long head, but some of the long head? Your peak and bicep shape is obviously quite genetic. You can see I've got quite a high set here. Long head's very good though, and I attribute that to one, having a good mind to muscle connection. So when I'm really squeezing, I can literally focus right now. I can create that split there. I can feel that point in my bicep there. And overhand curls, love them. I think they're brilliant exercise. So mind to muscle, overhand curls. When are you getting more tattoos? This year, and possibly starting this arm. If you could create a protein flavor for a company, what blend of flavors would you combine? Oh fuck. I don't know, because they never come out like you think they're going to. The simple flavors for proteins are best for me. How can you keep from getting distracted? I really want to focus on my goals, but my mind goes elsewhere a lot. I get distracted all the fucking time. I am terrible. If I have something here and you give me something here, I forget what's in this hand. I am horrendous. I get distracted all the time. I make up for it in the fact that I put more time into working to make up for it. Make lists, get a whiteboard, and make major points every day. That does help when you do it. Just, you got to be not distracted to not forget to do it. Should I start bodybuilding with strength programs and build strength at first, or just jump into a full bodybuilding routine? You should be doing both. So focus on compound movements, getting stronger at them, and then your isolation movements, bodybuilding style. Are you an iPhone or Samsung person? iPhone, Apple all the way, Androids suck. Oh, someone else has the same thing. Are you iPhone or Samsung? Yeah, iPhone. Next one. Come on, lightning round, internet. Top 3 idols. Bruce Lee, Arnold, Stallone. Legit, they were childhood heroes, loved them. Your biceps look bigger now that the beard is gone. Awesome. Everything does actually look a lot bigger because my beard's gone. And I got so accustomed to looking at like this head in a mirror that when I shaved it, I realised how much size I'd actually put on over the last year or so, which I hadn't actually noticed before. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Do you plan on competing in MMA again? Okay, at the moment, I am in no way at any level to compete in MMA. That's legit. I'm not fit enough, I'm not fast enough, the motor pathways for punching, moving, they're not there. What I want to do, my goal at this point, is to be able to get to a level of competitive sparring where I can spar with the fighters at the gym and help them get ready for fights. And obviously that will help me keep progressing. That's my goal for now, that's my short-term goal. But never say never for long-term. Don't tell Lady. Or my mum. Oh my God, I got a text from my mum the other day because I had a mark on my nose. Your face is your fortune. She literally put that. Will you ever be making MMA gear? Nope. Good stuff. All right, toodaloo. Bye, 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 bye. Toodaloo is an acceptable way to say goodbye. How do I organise a program for lifting, and is the PPL, push-pull legs, program works best? What do you recommend? Crew. Well, NAFA. Literally Google push-pull legs program on Google. There'll be loads of them. There's 5-3-1, there's 5x5, there's a ton. Give them a go, see which ones you enjoy the most. That's the main thing, do what you enjoy. Personally, I really enjoyed the 5x5. I didn't like the 5-3-1 because I didn't like the 1 rep maxes due to the fact my joints are so little that it just used to risk injury. So for me, I prefer the 5x5 intermixed with deload weeks of higher volume. Free Willy 1994, good name. Struggling with having a clear body image. Like one day or even 1 hour I can look at myself and be like, nice training, I'm doing well, and then feels crap about himself and gets demotivated. One thing I say, okay, quick ones. Don't look at a muscle building magazine and then look at yourself in the mirror within the next 15 minutes because you will look shit no matter how good you look, because your mind's eye gets warped. And don't look at yourself all the time in the mirror. Don't critique yourself in the mirror all the time constantly, because you know, you're going to look flat some days, you're going to look great some days. Depending if the warmer outside, you're going to be more vascular. If you've got a tan, you're going to look better. If the lighting's different, you're going to look better or worse. You know, these are all things. What you'll need to be doing is probably taking a picture at the beginning of a month, and maybe then looking at yourself at the end of the month with another picture under the same conditions. Something like that helps keep you kind of focused and a little bit truer. And try to only judge yourself when you're in the middle of kind of a training session or something like that, because that's really what your body looks like, because you've usually prepped, you've eaten well, you've gone to training, and so judge yourself from that rather than like looking at yourself at the end of the day when your body's been depleted and you're looking flat and stuff like that. That's and also everybody feels like that. I feel like that on a daily basis all the time. I just know that, you know, it's in here, and when I look at myself in the gym, I know, you know, I'm all right. What do you think a realistic target is for weight as a hard gainer with fast metabolism after 1 year of training? If I put on lean mass, so I'm talking about lean mass, not overall weight, of kind of like 4 to half a stone in a year of lean mass, which would probably equate to a stone of body mass, that'd be pretty sweet. That'd be pretty sweet. Understand that even if you only put on 3 pounds of lean mass, that will change the way your physique looks, because in the time that you've put that weight on, the muscle that's already there will also have improved. So don't always be too bothered about the weight. Just look in the mirror, judge. You know, if you're looking better all the time, it's fine. How did I get sponsored by Gymshark? I put myself on YouTube, they watched the video, they contacted me, they were just starting out, I was just starting out, and we've been together ever since. Will I ever be going to Croatia? I don't think so. What form of cardio would you keep up while trying to gain size? Sprints, boxing, something that works the muscle. How can you cut after bulking? Just eat less.
Don't be so insensitive.
Change your diet. I mean, cut your bulk in half. I don't know.
100 calories.
100 calories a day.
For 4 to 6 months.
You go into a diet phase with a structured diet. Oh, here's a good one. Yeah, is overtraining a myth? Yes, kind of. Yeah, like there's no point where you say like you've done 5 days. Oh, you've done 6 instead of 5 days. Oh, you've overtrained. That's bad. No, you can, as long as you are able to rest enough to and eat to support the work that you're doing with your body, then you're fine. But if there's a point where you aren't allowing your body to recuperate from the work you've put in, then that's kind of almost overtraining, but in reality it's more under supporting or under resting than there is overtraining. You would struggle to overtrain. You know, the fact is if you're putting more out there, you have to make sure that your diet is buffered accordingly, and same, you have to be getting longer periods of rest, like sleep and stuff like that. So yeah, don't worry too much about it. You would struggle to overtrain. You're usually under eating or under resting. How much force and pressure in PSI units do your kicks produce on impact? What the? I don't know, I don't have a bike pump to measure. What? It would be cool if you did a video to do this. Yeah, it would also be cool if anybody had that kit that would measure that shit. The only time I've seen that is in Best of the Best. Have you seen that film? What a film. He's kind of killing. That would be cool though. If I ever come across it, I'll do it. What top 3 supplements, if any, do you recommend to someone just starting out building muscle and mass in the gym? What are we at time? How long we got? How are we on? How long are we on? Like half an hour? Yeah. That's gonna be enough, isn't it? So we'll make this a final question. That's a good one. So, what top 3 supplements? Okay, so first off, you don't need any kind of supplement. Okay, you can do everything with diet alone, but yes, if you want to add in supplements, they can definitely help you increase your potential to maintain targets. Yeah, that's all they do. If I was going to say 3, I would definitely 100% a creatine monohydrate, like a good one, a good standardized one, micronized. It's cheap, it does the job. In terms of affecting hormones and things like that, it's negligible. I know a lot of people say that it can cause an increase in, I think it's androtestosterone, but it doesn't cause an increase outside of a normal level. So even though it can cause an increase in that, it's not causing an abnormal level balance. So that's pretty safe. I wouldn't start taking it really, because you don't need to be really taking it unless you're doing really heavy exercise. I'd say before kind of like, what would you say, 18, 19? You know, when your endocrine system starts to kind of balance it out, then I probably put it in then. Don't do a loading phase, 5 grams a day, just at the same time of the day. Doesn't really matter when. It doesn't work straight away. It takes about 3 weeks to build up and get in your system. A whey protein powder, because that's the most versatile. You can either bulk that out with carbs and fats yourself to make yourself a meal replacement. Or obviously, if you're dieting, you can utilize it just on its own, or you can put it in food. You can bake with it. There's loads of stuff you can do. Find a flavor you like and go with that. And the third one, ooh, if we're gonna go value for money, something like caffeine tabs. You agree? Like for a stimulant base, like caffeine tablets. Pretty solid, you know, other than if you're super caffeine sensitive. If I wasn't going to say that, I'd say something like fish oils. Something good like that, fish oil. And if it's classed as a supplement, cannabis oil. It's expensive though, but really, really good product with solid studies behind it. Yeah, so that's where we go. Wow. I think that's probably going to be part of another part because we filmed for freaking ages and you guys went ham on the questions. Like,
it turned out to be a fucking Lord of the Rings trilogy, man. Fuck me.
Buy the extended edition on www.vlogcrap.com. So that was it. Thank you very much for joining us. Ding-a-ling-a-ling bell, subscribe down there so you don't miss anything that's going on. Hit the little thumbie up like button there for learning shit that will actually help you. And that's all for now. Lex, out.